Alright. Further ways out, 9-hour drive, but I actually did it a couple weeks ago, huh? It was either Texas or Tennessee. I don't remember which. And I remember at this diner recently where we were chatting about that. And my dad mentioned those plans, and my mom heard them for the first time, and she was just completely floored that he wanted to make a full road trip to get these old firearms of his. It was like, yeah, had them for a long time. I'd like to have them again. Apparently. Assume I need some fire now. Most likely. Cold storage. Surprised that there was that fire that was burning there. Oh, lit up the campfire. Hi! Ice climbers. Oh, very hot. Oh, very hot. You're making it too hot. I'm going to cook in this heat. I'm going to melt. Did you light these fires? What were you thinking? People who start fires in this mansion had better be ready to pay the price. Now learn your lesson. Then pay with your blood. Oh. So, like, melt him? Or something there? Right? Melt the ice? Aha! Get him! Come on! Oh my goodness, he's moving in such weird ways. It's not really easy to play around these icicles when I don't really know how they're gonna be falling all that well. Okay. Oh, got him quick that time. But yeah. Yeah. That's what I've heard, but yeah, geez. I know that even for Jazz Fest that it's better to, like, you know, gosh dang it, get plane tickets earlier, and that's the cheaper that is. But, you know. And my dad is all in. He's like, oh yeah, let's go. But, you know, right now it's just figuring out, like, scheduling stuff with my mom where it's like she wants to wait until it's a little bit closer and see what her work schedule is looking like because of this last year of busyness for her as this project wraps up and stuff. Study wraps up. Okay, that was good. I wasn't expecting that. Alright, all the way back up to the 3rd floor now we go. Alright, yeah, I was not expecting that. Just plane tickets, gotta look ahead of time, gotta think about hotel rooms, because hotels fill up like crazy. That is a good point there. Alright, the suck. Up we go. There's 2 to 3 dozen different hotels just in the city alone. Jeez. Definitely a very popular place to be coming into and stuff. It very much seems like. Up and away we go. Time to go all the way back up to the 3rd floor now. Okay. Any hearts or anything? Okay, my stream manager is just being super laggy over here. It doesn't like me playing this while streaming it while watching the stream, so I'm just gonna pause that and... Wait, this is the door that's still been locked this whole time. There's gotta be some key that I just missed like forever ago, and I've just made this harder on myself. Like, surely. Find the best hotel that has free breakfast and dinner. That's what you gotta do there. Yeah. Other world tours and national tours, though, never come to New Orleans, though, because New Orleans already has a lot of popularity and flashlights and parties. No need for it there. Huh. Interesting. Because, like, you'd think that they go to where it's, like, the most popular. But I guess if they're already going to things that are already, like, near selling out, and something like New Orleans is as popular as it is, and it's just a recipe for disaster with how many people would try to come in, it's like, yeah, I just guess that makes sense. The free dinner, never heard hotels. Well, it's not really, because you'd be paying for, like, the room fees, and then that's just, like, built in. You know? It's really what it is. It's like, I saw this one post online where it was a sign in front of this burger truck, this food truck, where it's like, buy 1 burger for the price of 2 burgers and get a 2nd burger absolutely free. That's all that really is the equivalent of, you know? Coming to New Orleans is pretty bad, too. Yeah, that's what I've heard there. What I've heard tell of. The best hotel, not like 3 or 2 stars. Yeah, isn't that the best deal ever? Yeah, you can see the nervousness in Luigi's hand there. I like that detail. Oh, there's a bunch of paintings here. Oh, is this the artist that we heard about? I almost out of force the habit went to like turn off my cameras. But this isn't a full screen game. Is this you, no? You interfere with my... Oh, gosh dang it. Afterlife's work, did that just say? Drawing a chest now? Or painting a chest now? And not even the fun kind. You filthy swine! You're blind to the life I give my creations. Then very well, I will show you the mastery of my art. Oh, we're gonna bring them to life, right? Whoa! Come here! We're gonna have to go through them in order. Hey, hearts and stuff. Has to do with the mayor and police department not getting paid enough. Oh. Come here! Dang it! So I can't just give him the suck right now? Unfortunate. Oh, come on! Nope. Gotta be careful with my navigation here. There we go. Sweet. Dang it. Here we go. Come on. Yoink. Ah, you missed! Dang it! Window's so small sometimes. What? What is this window? It's like a millisecond! There we go. It was longer that time. Actually, just happened not too long ago. Then we're really hoping things change here soon because it's starting to get a bit ridiculous. People are hoping for some serious change around here too, but in a different way. Change that people are hoping for here is things like the housing market. You know, prices of oil. Or reliance on oil. Stuff like that. The kind of problems that we deal with here. Yeah, that's fair enough. Don't blame you there. Oh, come on! Come on. Yeah, around here, you know, violent crime isn't really the kind of thing that you see too often. Not to say it doesn't happen. But, you know, it's not exactly something that you're really gonna be seeing all that much. In my 24 years here, I've only seen one instance of, and I didn't even see it directly. It was my parents that saw it at the front door here, and then they told me about it. Apparently, several years ago, there was a guy that, like, came to the door here that was completely butt naked and, like, duct taped in all sorts of places along, like, his joints and stuff. Where apparently, on the north side of the city, like, he got involved with, like, some bad people involved with, like, some not-so-great stuff, and they didn't take kindly to that, and so they stripped him down, took all of his belongings, and just dumped him off here. And his wrists were literally, like, duct taped together and stuff like that, and they needed to be cut out. So, like, I didn't see it at the time there. What is these windows? But I remember my mom came down here and asked for, like, some clothes of mine that, you know, I didn't need. So he could get some clothes. What is this window? So he could get some clothes on his body. So, yeah, he came and knocked on the door because they literally, you know, tied him up in all this duct tape and stuff. And, you know, took him to the complete opposite side of the city here, and then just, like, dropped him off, like, dumped him, like, around in this neighborhood. So he just came up to our doors, like, one of the first doors that was around here, just looking for someone that could help him when, you know, he's butt naked and, you know, covered in all this duct tape. So, you know, not to say that there isn't violence and messed up stuff that goes on here, because it does happen. But it's not exactly a super common occurrence. I was surprised when I even heard about that. Like, it's one of the most surprising things that I've ever heard about around here. You know. But yeah. Yeah, like, I hope that he's doing alright nowadays. But yeah, gave him, like, some old sweatpants of mine that I didn't need there so that he could get some clothes on him and stuff. And it sounded like, you know, the police were called and brought here and that, you know, was able to get some help from there, I imagine. But, you know, got some clothes on him and got some support from him, but I never saw him myself. If you're here again, or if we're in New Orleans, you can always ask my parents about it if you want, since, you know, they were the ones that answered the door. Dang it, man. Goes. So, yeah. There is some scary stuff that happens, but that's the only thing that I've ever had happen, like, in my life around here. And I was surprised that that even happened there. If it hadn't, or if he had gone and knocked on someone else's door there, I wouldn't have, you know, been exposed to anything in terms of violent crime-related stuff around here at all. What are these windows? There we go, jeez. I don't get it. Sometimes the windows are long, sometimes the windows are short. I don't get it. There, jeez. Just have to roll the dice until I eventually get it. My creations! But even if I disappear, my work will live on. Okay, Grovile. That is right. Is whatever. Oh! This is not only one of my creations is left. But this cannot be. To the laws. Ugh. Get over here. Saw news recently about a guy threatening to burn the house, sending the wife called 911 for a few seconds, but it took the 911 line 8 hours to finally bring the report over, and it was already too late by then. Jeez. Yeah, here, like, from what I've heard, it seems like, you know, response has, like, pretty decent speed around here. From what I've heard, you know, it's not like I've ever needed to call 911 myself. Okay. Yoink. There we go. Is that ultimate key to the basement and stuff? It is. But I probably need to catch all the boos, don't I? There's a boo in here. Come on. Yeah, that's not good there. Imagine being in an emergency and you call the emergency line and, you know, 8 hours later. Jeez. Yeah, that's awful. Boutique the chic. No, dang you. Come on. They're so annoying. The actual worst here. Come on. You know, if the day ever comes that I have kids and those kids are looking back at some old series of mine and stuff like that, this would probably become an interesting one from, you know, some of the conversations happening here. You know, some interesting context of the times and, you know, that all. You know, part of the reason why I love streaming various different series is talk about all sorts of different topics and doing a whole bunch of stuff on this channel is just like, hey, look at all this cool stuff over the years that I can refer back to. Like, I don't keep a, gosh dang it, I don't keep a journal or a diary or anything like that. This channel is basically my closest equivalent. Stuff that I can always look back on and remember like, oh yeah, there was that going on at that time. American Police take hours, really? Huh. Gosh dang it. Just something that happened recently. Jeez. Ow. Yeah, this is so annoying. This is not great. I could trek all the way down to the basement and, you know, see if I need all the booze. But then I gotta trek back up and then find all the rest of the booze. I'm already up on the higher levels anyway. So maybe I'll catch this guy and then I'll just Google if I need all the booze to beat the game. You know. Or if I just need like a certain mount or something like that. I was seeing a haunted clip that happened a couple of years ago in a carjack. Some guy ran up to an older woman who was just getting into her car and oh jeez. That's scary world sometimes. My goodness. My goodness gracious. There you go, busting all kinds of wild techniques. Yeah, it's called the dip back and forth between the ruins. The ruins? The rooms, because the boo is being an annoying piece of crap. That's what I call that technique right there. Yeah, that's certainly something there. Hold on. Luigi's Mansion. Do you need all boos to beat the game? Let's just look it up here. Alright, you just need 40 to fight the, final boss. 45 in the PAL Hidden Mansion. I don't know what the PAL Hidden Mansion is. Just for collecting purposes. Only need to catch 40 to beat the game, but there's a reward for catching all 50. Unless you want to catch them all for the sake of it. 40 for the mansion, 45 for the hidden mansion, 50 in either for a reward. What the heck is hidden mansion even mean? What is that? Luigi's Mansion, hidden mansion. What does that mean? Hidden Mansion, Luigi's Mansion wiki. Hidden Mansion is a game mode in Luigi's Mansion that has harder ghosts. Oh, but the Poltergust 3000 is 2 times more powerful. Player will earn more money in this mode, but attacks will do double damage when Luigi gets hit. How do you unlock this mode? I didn't even see it. Previously, the Hidden Mansion was exclusive to the European or PAL version of Luigi's Mansion. This is the North American version that I'm playing here. It was exclusive to the European version? Like, I've heard of things being, like, Japan exclusive. You know, especially with, like, a lot of Nintendo games. But European exclusive? I couldn't tell if I want to say Europe or European exclusive. Really? In 2018, with the release of Luigi's Mansion 3DS Remake, America got the Hidden Mansion. The Hidden Mansion is playable after one playthrough of the game. The 2 versions of the Hidden Mansion are identical. Weird. but I can go beat the game. Hello, Rico Bannon. Good morning on this. I guess it's no longer Halloween morning. It's technically November 1st morning, it looks like now. But, you know, Halloween was good while it lasted here. It's gonna be Oh, this is the right way. This is the right way down. I thought I needed to bring it around town there. Yeah. Halloween until we hit the hay and stuff. You know, it's gonna be fun sometimes during the day, but can't be alone by yourself at night. Yeah, that's what my parents told me about Texas as well. Okay, the parking lot was just a short block away from the restaurant because someone from the restaurant got robbed when he was jumping out the trash. Jeez. Yeah. Texas, New Orleans, that kind of area. Well, Texas, actually Louisiana, that kind of area. There's another thing that I missed here. Whatever. There's a reason why my parents decided, you know, the kid was born in Texas here. Yeah, this is no place to raise a child. How about we, move back home to Canada? Because raising a kid here, yeah, no. You know? Oh, yeah, this crap. So, yeah, I'm kind of glad that my parents did that. You know, I'm, very grateful to them for that. But, yeah. I have to walk to the parking lot with a coworker every night you leave work. I gotcha. Like a safe walk kind of thing. There's things like that at my university as well. For, like, those that don't feel safe walking to, like, their vehicle or certain parts of campus, you can, you know, go together with people that are volunteers for safe walk. Is the case. Yeah. Let's see here. Kuzma crab and taser are amazing. You have your chef's knife. Michael Myers, the robber. Family's here. Mom doesn't want to move out to a yeah. Stick around with family and stuff for a while. Like, I'm sure if I had a lot of family around in Texas that my parents might have stayed there. It's just that, you know, they were living here in Alberta for so long and family was here. But my mom moved to, you know, Texas to work as a nurse for a long time. And during that time, my dad was apparently staying with my Oma and Opa. So, like, his in-laws. I'm gonna need to ask about, like, details about that someday. Like, wait, how did you end up living with my mom's parents for a little while? I'll have to ask the story behind that at some point. But he was living with them for a little while. And eventually came down to, Texas and surprised my mom. And, you know, and then the both of them were living there for a while. And, you know, they had stable work. You know, my mom was getting good pay and stuff like that, working as a nurse there, since, you know, nursing opportunities were a lot better in, Texas there, especially, you know, then in the 90s and stuff. And, you know, then I came into the picture and they were like, well, we do have stable jobs here. You know, it might be a financially sound decision to stay living here. It would be like the most stable. But this part of the world, but Texas, this is no place to raise a kid. And all the family, well, not all the family was back here in Alberta, but most of the family was back here in Alberta with, like, other family in, like, surrounding area, like BC and stuff like that. And some family in Germany, but, you know, most of it here in Alberta. So, moved back here, they, you know, moved back home to Alberta, and I got to grow up surrounded by, like, so much family that's around here, and, you know, I'm very grateful that they did that. Not only moving to Canada, but moving to a place where I can spend all this time with, you know, family that's really important to me. Like, I got to grow up with both my sets of grandparents and stuff in my life. Never met any great-grandparents, but both my sets of grandparents I got to grow up with in my life. You know, I have so many cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff like that around here. Nowadays I have, like, my cousins' 2 kids that, you know, very much enjoy spending time with me, and I enjoy spending time with them and, you know, helping support them and all that stuff there. I remember I was driving away from my Oma's place with one of them in the passenger seat at one point, and I was explaining to him, like, you know, day comes that I move out of my place, like, that's probably the place I'm gonna end up moving into, like, it's something that my Oma and I have discussed. But, you know, it's a possibility right now, because, like, who knows, maybe opportunity will call somewhere else in the world, and I'll end up wanting to move, like, somewhere else completely in the world. And he told me, like, no, don't do that. You gotta stay here, Jake. That's what he told me. I think it was the older one. It might have been the younger one. It might have been both of them. They might have said something similar. You know, they both seem to have similar feelings there. And it's like, oh, you know, I'm really glad that I can, you know, be that kind of figure in their lives that they want to have me around and stuff like that, you know. Makes me glad. But yeah, Safe Walk is, yeah, as Anma says, like a buddy system where you don't go alone somewhere. So how my university Safe Walk system works is there's, like, volunteers that volunteer for the Safe Walk. And, like, if you get like a safe walk thing where Bob here booked, which is like completely free, I'm pretty sure as well. You always get like 2 additional people coming with you. So it's not even one-on-one with like 1 safe walk person. It's always 2 people that accompany you, so you become a group of 3. Beth. I just want to move out of Louisiana, plus got a new house a year or 2 ago, so yeah, comfortable there and stuff like that. Eventually move out when you pay off your car, yeah. Vehicles can be expensive there. Shortly after I graduate, I might end up getting myself a new car. So I might do. Because, I mean, I like mine, it's comfortable, it's good on fuel. But it's 2-wheel drive, and the winters here are brutal. You know, and it's light, so it can be prone to sliding. So, my parents think that it'd probably be good if I start looking into things that might be a bit more long-term. Like all-wheel drive, maybe a bit more weight, stuff like that. Maybe some things like heated seats that might be nicer in the winter. Oh, well, see. I just realized if you want to temporarily move in with you, you're gonna have to drive your car all the way across the states just to get to the bottom of Alberta. Yeah, it's basically across the continent almost, you know, that it's a distance, you know. Yeah. So there's that. Get a Toyota hybrid, half electric, half gas. Yeah, maybe I'll look into something at one point. I want something that's like small, but still lots of room in it like mine. Like, I love the space afforded by my car. It's a 2005 Pontiac Vibe. You know, it's a pretty little car, but it has like a really good turning radius. It has a hatchback. I can fit so much crap back there. The back seats fold back to completely flat. I can store so much stuff in there. You saw when we loaded up all that stuff for Fragapalooza. Like, it's awesome. But yeah, that's what you have. It saves you so much money and gas. Okay, so if I'm looking for something else that's gonna save a lot of money, then potentially that. But yeah. Because it's a 38-hour drive for you to get here? Jeez. Huh. Interesting. However much that translates to in kilometers. Alright, we're ready for final boss?